Today I'm going to open the Vacation Bible School Starter Kit, Zoomerang, this one right up here. So you can see what's inside. I'll also talk through the variations available to us today. But this video is brought to you by Concordia Supply, the place where church leaders have come for over 70 years to get resources, support, and unbiased reviews on products from all the major Christian publishers and suppliers. So, Zoomerang VBS. This one takes us to Australia, where kids will learn about the value of life. This supports the whole church, really, from toddlers all the way up to adults. Inside our starter kits, however, it's giving you the key resources for kids' ages, youth, adults, and special needs. Those guides are available as an add on, purchased separately. Those four age levels for kids start with toddlers. Those are your ages 2 to 4. It also has pre-primary. Those are your 4 to 6 year olds. And then into elementary, primary is typically kindergarten through third, and juniors are third through sixth. Learn more at concordiasupply.com/VBS. Here at our website, you can explore the theme. Let me jump over to Zoomerang. Here you can explore the theme in depth. Here, these links take you deep inside the program where you can learn the Bible content. You can learn how the program looks from day to day. You can listen to the music. And here under free resources, you can print off samples of the leader guides to see more in depth of what's in those leader guides. And then right up here, you can order a starter kit. There are several starter kits available to us. And the goal of my video today is to simplify that. It can be a little overwhelming unless you realize that really there's just two starter kits. There is what's called the starter kit that has all of your core printed teaching materials, like the director's guide, the teacher's guide, the rotations. Then there's a super starter kit that includes all of that core material plus more, over 70 posters. All the music is in that kit. Also, samples of student items. Really, it's a very robust kit. I thought maybe it would be easier to show you what's not in the kit, but that's not what we're here for. We want to see what's inside. So let me do this. Let me first show you a picture of the core materials that are inside the starter kit, starting in the top center, the director's guide. And let's go clockwise. Right next to that, the smaller book is the helper handbook, one for each one of your volunteers or staff members. And then on the right side, samples of a student book called the Adventure Journal, samples of the student guides for each one of the four kids' age levels. In the middle are the rotation guides, assemblies, games, science and crafts, and treats. Bottom left are the teacher's guides for the lesson time, and then a sample book of the Discovering the Value of Life, and a sample book called How to Become a Child of God. So these are the key or core resources found in both kits. So if you go with the starter kit, that one is just a budget-friendly kit, helping churches be able to do VBS even if that budget is tight. The super starter kit is the much more robust kit that has many of the things that you'll probably purchase already. So why are there multiple kits then in addition to these? Well, just know you can add to each one of these Plus Digital Pro. And I'll explain a little later in this video what Plus Digital Pro is, but just know really there's only two to choose from. I think that'll help simplify things. So let's open up the Super Starter Kit so you can see what's inside. And I will try to work in an organized manner here. Let's just start with the director's resources. So a director's guide, everything you need to plan, coordinate, recruit volunteers. There is a resource USB. So a resource USB is clip art, forms, but this year it's an all new one that has many, many things on it. All of your printable items, promotional videos, creature feature videos, missions moment videos, short animations, and more. This is a change this year. No more CDs, no CD-ROMs, no DVDs in any of these kits. All of those pieces are going to be on either the USB or will be on Plus Digital Pro. Next, in director resources, 8 giant rotation signs. These are helping kids know what direction to go during VBS. Poppin' Good Games is one of them, for instance. These are large 22 by 17-inch posters. Then, music. There is a music USB in the Super Starter Kit only. It is available for purchase separately as well. In it is both contemporary and traditional music, so churches can select the music of their preference. Also, a spiral-bound sheet music with sheet music in the inside for both contemporary and traditional songs. All right, next section is the teacher resources. Teacher guides, one each for each one of the age levels: juniors, primary, pre-primary, and toddlers. And of course, these guides have a robust amount of content in them, guiding the teacher how to prepare their lesson each day of VBS. Also, teaching posters, colorful teaching posters to illustrate, to help guide the conversation. Some of them are definitely decorating style, but you'll find that there's a set for junior and primary. You'll also find another set for pre-primary and toddler. You'll have enough for 4 age levels inside the Super Starter Kit. Then the Animal Pal poster set is included as well. All of the animals are here. In fact, let me open one up here. Again, very colorful animal pals that'll be a part of their VBS. The kids will get to know them well. Then the Helper Handbook. The Helper Handbook is a piece that goes to all of your volunteers or staff. There's quite a few things in here. There is daily devotions, there are age level insights, how to work with children, a daily overview of what's happening that day of VBS. Their memory verse references are in here. So this is the Helper Handbook. This is for all of your volunteers. Then we get into the rotation leader guides. There's a guide specifically for assembly, another for games, another for treats, and science and crafts. And this includes some extras too, giving you a lot of options to make your VBS uniquely your own. If you want to add a special music rotation, it's in here. If you want to add memory verse games, they're in here. There's also an expanded missions moment for you there. And memory verse posters. These are large, colorful posters. I'll show you because they come in 2 versions of the Bible. On one side, you'll find this is the English Standard Version. This is for the elementary ages. And the other side is the King James Version. One for each day. And that's for junior primaries. Let me open up the memory verse posters for primary and toddlers so that you can see how they modify the verse for kids of this age. So this is the English Standard Version. Let me get it where you can see it. And on the other side is the King James Version. All right, now let's go into student items. There is a sample of the student journal, one each for each age level, from toddlers, pre-primary, primary, and juniors. And inside are, let me open up the juniors. Each day of VBS, they'll have some language there that reviews what they learned. There's a fun activity here. I believe this one is kind of a decoding message, decoding with their boomerangs. On the back, helping with their scripture memory, today's verse, tomorrow's verse, an application question for day 1. Ask yourself this question: am I prepared to treat each person with kindness and respect, knowing each one is made in God's image? And then there's the go and do application at home. Some really fun activities revisiting what they've learned at VBS. So that was the junior. I'll show you real quick the toddler just for an age appropriate difference. This is for the littles, ages 2 to 4, some fun coloring on one side and some things for mom and dad to help the kids revisit what they learned on the back. Another sample of a student item, I love these. These are the adventure journals. one each for the age groupings. So one is pre-primary toddlers, the others is for primary and junior. Let me open these up because I really love these. On the inside, this one is the junior and primary. Some fun things in here. A little punch out flashlight. Hold on to that. I'll show you where we use that in a second. On day one, as kids are journeying through Australia, they'll have some activities to do, fun activities. There's a way to work on Bible verse memory. They'll revisit their animal pal. Right here is a very important thing to the kids. They'll get their stamp each day as they make their way through Australia. These stamps are included in the Super Starter Kit. On the inside are stickers. Everyone loves stickers. And then in the back, this is what's super fun to me. An activity that says to look all over down under. This is a map of Australia. Notice how dark it is. Well, that's where that flashlight comes in handy. It asks the kids to look up specific things. So we'll insert our flashlight here. It says, look for 2 kangaroos. So as they move this around, they can explore the country of Australia and learn new things that are in that country and find, oh, there's a kangaroo. Isn't that fun? I love that activity, and I think our kids will too. So those are the adventure journals, one sample in that kit for you. A sample of the Discovering the Value of Life booklet. This is a booklet that reviews the content they're learning about the value of life, and the booklet, How Can I Become a Child of God? Samples of some bookmarks with some of the key content that the kids are learning. Also, some more samples of student items that you'll purchase per child. Here's the map of Australia and the sticker sheet that goes along with this activity. These are the Fearfully and Wonderfully Made cards. These are recommended to use for attendance. These are collectibles for the kids. Certificates, the You Are Made in the Image of God certificate. There's another one that doesn't want to show itself. Here we go. Thanks for coming to Zoomerang, like a certificate of completion. Stickers, several stickers. These are the name badges. These go along with the name badge holder and the lanyard that you can purchase separately. There's other fun, lots of fun student items. There's the wristband with their verse imprinted on it. There's the squishy koala toy. I love this. And more. I loaded them all up in the kids' backpack here because there's so many of them, so hard to show. So let me show you real quick a picture of them. I think that'll be simpler, and then you can explore online to see more of what these are. But all of this is in that Super Starter Kit. So you can explore it. You can kind of figure out how it's best going to be used during your VBS. All right, a few more things. We're not done yet. Remember, I said it was robust. Here's a sample of the follow-up photo frame. Inside, you can insert a picture of the child during their day at VBS and send it home. Here's a place for an address to get it into their mailbox. This is just a really fun keepsake, but it's also a great way to invite families back to your local church and welcome them into your community. A booklet called Exploring God's Word. Another booklet called Growing Up in God's Family. There's some promotional lots of promotional things here. Here is a promotional poster. These are small size. They fit nicely on our glass front doors at church where you can write the days and times and how to register. Bulletin inserts. How can I do this best? Bulletin inserts, and these are for volunteers. They can take a card and volunteer with this. Here's some door hangers if you want to canvass your local area. There's a sample of the business card sized invitations to VBS and samples of all kinds of postcards. And then last but not least, I think I've got everything else. A big sample of the promotional poster. The colors on this are fantastic. This is going to be a real eye catcher. I know that people are going to love this theme. It feels familiar. It feels like it's easy to decorate. So the last thing that I haven't mentioned is Plus Digital Pro. you can add Plus Digital Pro to either one of your starter kits. And what that does is it gives you access to an online portal where you can find everything you need to plan, promote, and run your VBS. The planning tools, there's quite a few of them, but they're things like checklists, helping you as a director move through those planning months, volunteer recruiting and organization tools, promotion tools, and online registration, helping get your church families and community families registered for VBS, and digital resources, all 9 teacher and leader guides, plus the helper handbook, all of the resource USB content, over 70 posters, all the music and the audio files for both the traditional and contemporary music, and the sheet music. That's a lot. So here's what I would recommend. Jump online, explore the content, and order your starter kit. The starter kit is really the thing's going to answer 90% of your questions, and it's just a great way to get started. Zoomerang VBS. Order yours today at concordiasupply.com.